Hey guys, this is Jimmy from Primer It Is Best. I am going to try today, it's getting late in the day, but I'm going to try today while I have a few minutes to pull this truck out, this 78 C10 truck, Billy James, and this is a 84 C10 truck, left turn Bill. I'm going to pull them. I've got this one already pulled out, and of course, and this one pulled out. My yard is saturated, so I'm just going right here in the front yard, or just away from the garage, because I'm going to attempt to put some of these wheels and tires, maybe not all of them, but some of them, I'm going to stack them up here. I did have them all stacked up, and as you can see, I have used them over the years. I've used I've used 4, maybe 5 over the years. And I had somebody tell me the other day in one of the comments on one of the videos, I don't know, but why don't you get rid of some of them or whatever? Well, I use them. I mean, they're there. It's like you go to the store and buy a gallon of milk or a loaf of bread. You might just eat 4 pieces out of the loaf of bread before it gets moldy. I mean, I'm just using that for an example, but I have them. If I got rid of these tires and wheels, there's nobody going to give me anything for them, for one thing. And I like to have them around just for spare tires. I go through a lot of trucks. I mean, you know, on this channel, I'll have them for a while, then they mysteriously get gone to new homes, and I have a whole new bunch. And most of the time, I don't have a spare tire. And to get rid of tires like these, I'd have to pay a disposal fee, so might as well just keep them and put them to good use somewhere. Matter of fact, I got one on the 85 C10 truck Tyler. It come from here. One of the tires did. So good to have them around. And like I said, I'm a parts hoarder, so no, I'm not getting rid of them. At least not any time in the near future. When I get tired of playing at C10s and I'm all done with the YouTube channel, well then maybe so, but not now. Anyway. The story of this video is to start this truck, is 78 C10 truck, Billy James. Move it out here so I can attempt to use string. I've used up all the side room I can use without, you know, giving away to room to put my trucks in. So now I'm going up. So that's what I'm going to try to do. Hang in there with me and we'll see what we can get done. So maybe y'all can help if you want to. Wish me luck. Let me start this thing and let's get in here and get at it. Oh. It is a hot, humid day today here in East Tennessee. Very warm. Whew, I made it. And the clock is working. This old truck sure has come a long way. I'm gonna let it warm up for just a minute. I think in one of the last videos I was talking about this hood. I'm looking at it now, it's kind of bold. Brian, my friend GM1038 on YouTube, he has a better hood. He called me one day and said, there's a guy here that's got a bunch of C10 parts. Do you want any of them? He said he's got a good hood, said better than what's on Billy James. I said, sure. So I bought it. Of course, I told Brian, I said, now if you don't need it, I said, I'll take it. But if you need it, you get it for yourself. And he said, no, I don't need it. So I'm going to swap hoods. And I don't know what color the hood is that I'm buying because I forgot to ask. But in any case, I might be redoing this whole truck again, just repainting it, rattle can spray painting like I done already. I do all rattle can spray painting and put my own patina, like on left turn Bill. I know you're looking at it, but anyway, let's move this up. It's hot as blue blazes in here. Oh my goodness, I'm about to burn up. I picked a bad day to do this, probably, but it'll be okay. I'll let it run for just a minute and let me evaluate what I am doing. Anyway, I'm thinking about repainting this whole truck rattle can painting, not putting as much patina on it, and we'll see what happens. It'll be fun either way. I'm gonna let this run for just a minute, so I hope you don't mind the racket. Oh yeah, I knew there was something I was gonna do. I had a YouTube subscriber ask me, how do you put on Monte Carlo or Corvette Rally center caps? They said they must be doing it wrong or something. I'm not sure what they're talking about, but I said the next time I pull the trucks out, I think I have one. There's one. And there's one. If you're watching this video, guys, the ones that was wanting to see how you do this, there's a little stop right here, little bump. There's a little bump here and a little bump here. These two are closer together than this one. You put see this little ridge on your center cap? This is how I do it. Put it on there. The two closer ones, put it in the ridge, and then bump this part with a little rubber mallet, you know, rubber hammer, or just use the palm of your hand. I would suggest a little rubber mallet so you don't leave a mark on your center cap. Same way with these. I mean, they're basically all the same. Just get your rubber mallet, rubber hammer, and just kind of gently. You don't have to beat the far out of it. Just gently put it up there and bump it. And like I said, most of the time you can use the palm of your hand, but I don't want you to bruise your hand. Just stick it up there like that. This string's in the way, and I'm holding the phone, but just bump it right here, and it should pop right on. I hope that answers your question. And it doesn't hurt to ask questions, does it? Because that's how we all learn things, is by asking questions. I am all the time. Oh, our pastor at church, I'm all the time asking him questions about the Bible. And I told him, I said, I'm the dumbest sheep. I'm the dumbest, let me turn this off. I'm the dumbest sheep that you have, the Lord has. I said, I'm not real smart at anything. And I said, I count on you to answer questions for me pertaining to the Bible, because I don't know all the answers. And he said, he told me, he said, Jimmy, you're not dumb if you ask questions. So, same way with any kind of question I get on my YouTube channel, if I know the answer, I'll be happy to answer it, but you're probably asking one of the dumbest sheep the Lord has, because it takes me a long time to interpret things and understand things. You know, some people are gifted, some people are blessed. I mean, I'm blessed. I'm talking about with biblical knowledge, mechanical knowledge. I'm not a mechanic. I mean, if I'd have had it do over, I'd have probably took it in high school. But like I've told you before, if you've watched my channel any length of time, why, I'm going to sit down for just a minute. I'm tired, guys. If you've watched my channel any length of time, my dad, and excuse me, I was shooting away in that. My dad was in management and business. He managed a business and was really successful at it. And I know that he wanted me to follow in his footsteps. And I'm not blaming him. I'm not. I mean, it's every mother and father's wish for their child to succeed. But all my life, ever since I was a little baby, 2 years old, whatever, I was always playing with cars and trucks, little toy cars and trucks. And I know I've told y'all before, I'd get screwdrivers or my mother's metal nail file and take the paint off a fender or off her hood or act like, make it look like somebody had replaced it. I've always been into cars and trucks. And I should have took auto body and auto mechanics, but I didn't. I done like my dad said, and I took business administration. I wasn't really into business administration. That was not one of my interests at all. But I did it because that's what my dad wanted me to do. But I never did get into business administration. I never did. I've always been a factory worker. Okay, getting off that topic. Now, let's move on. I got these tires. I've rested for just a minute. It's hot as blue blazes out here. I'm going to take these out. I'm going to attempt with some string and some scissors and a little luck and help from the Lord to help me stack some of these up and get some of this stuff out of the bed of this truck. I'm tired of looking at it, and I have a few moments here at home. My wife is not here. She's helping her friend. So, with some house cleaning issues since her friend's mother passed away. So she's been helping her for a while, a few days, and she had been helping my wife with her mother. So, got that out of the way. There's a good hood, too. Anyway, let's get busy. I hope I don't drop anything or hurt my shoulder or anything else, because believe it or not, the higher these go, the heavier it seem like they get for an old man like me. So wish me luck, and if you find me here laying in the floor, come ask me and see if I need some help. I'll see y'all in just a bit, guys. Just joking around. See y'all in a bit. Well, I've got, where's my finger? This one, this one, this one, and this one. Up there with strings. So I've got 4 more left. I'm going to keep one in here for a spare, so actually I got 3 more left. I'm sitting down here drinking one of these, let's see, Pierre Fusions. It's peach and cherry. It's not an alcoholic drink or anything. It's comes in one of these packages like this. It's just a sparkling, naturally flavored sparkling beverage with mineral water and real fruit juice from concentrate. It's pretty good. It's just really just flavored water. And we got these at a sundry store or bargain hunt, something that my wife and I, Mrs. PIB, we frequent whenever we can. And they're 50 cents for 4. So I've already drunk 3. I was going to go in the house and get me some water, but these were sitting pretty close to the door, and I didn't have to pull my shoes off. We always pull our shoes off when we go in the house, and these were really close, so I just reached in and got them. And I'd already drunk one previously, so this will be my 3rd one. I'm trying to keep myself hydrated so I don't get cramps at night. Sometimes I get a cramp in my leg. Have y'all ever had that? Or cramp in your foot, whatever. My wife gets cramps in her feet sometimes, and that's about all we drink is water or milk. Or in the mornings we souse down on coffee, meaning we drink a lot. I know I talk southern or funny or whatever, but souse down means we drink a lot of it. Anyway, my game plan is, let me tell you this, before I tell you my game plan. You're probably wondering to yourself, well, Jimmy, how did you get all these rubber mats? Why didn't you pour concrete when you had this carport garage thing made? Well, let me start off by saying, to remind you again, I have to do everything a little bit at a time. I first started out with a carport. When I got that paid for, I had someone come out to put the sides on. When I got that paid for, I paid to have these doors put on here and the back, they're not doors, just, the back done. And, when I got that paid for, I had every intention of putting concrete in here And I had a friend that poured concrete, and he was supposed to come by and give me a quote or estimate, to pour concrete in here. I forgot the measurements of this building. Probably I don't know, 30 by 40, 20 by 30. I don't know. It's been so many years ago. Anyway, he never did come by. So, like I said, I've always worked in a factory. So these are mats that were used when you were running a robot, going back and forth, so your legs and feet wouldn't get so tired. But even after a while, these get wore out. So they were going to throw them away. So I come by, I told the feller, I said, please don't throw them away. I said, I'll get them out of your way. You don't have to lift a finger. So my wife and I actually rolled all these up. And every time they threw away some rubber mats, somebody gets complaining that they're wore out or slicky. This one's slick from all the walking that's been done on it. I would roll them up, throw them in the back of my truck, which was, my 57 GMC truck, Mater, I had years ago. I used to just pile it full. Anyway, so that's why I've got rubber mats. I'm on fixed income now, guys. I can't afford concrete. I don't know how much it would be, but more than I want to pay. So that's why I have all this stuff, like hoods and stuff setting up. We get lots of rain, as I've said, and my yard kind of has a little bit of a slant, so that's why all the water. But these rubber mats have done really good for me. I mean, I'm really proud to have had them. It's not a big muddy mess. I mean, yeah, it gets dirty, but heck, I'm not marred up in mud, you know what I mean? It's holding the dirt, and I'm pretty happy with it, so far. But getting back to my game plan, I think I'm going to put a tire right there, maybe a tire right here, maybe one right there, maybe one right here. I'm not sure. And I've got me some C10 truck fenders here, and I don't even know where I got them. I can't remember, but this one's been cut out, so it's ready for a patch. So they're not new, but I do have some more C10 fenders. That's the way I am. When I get started on something like square bodies, anytime I see a part for one, like this, I mean, you never know when you're going to need it. And I can't just run out and buy, a new part or something. And normally the trucks I get are ones that are junk that nobody else wants, because I like stuff like that. Because I'm weird. Anyway, this is what we got so far. I'm going to leave that white one, I think, on top. I think that's a good spare for this truck. I think it came off this truck. Had maypops on it. I know that one. I know that this wheel came off left turn bill. This wheel, and I set the hubcap right there. So I managed to get that one on despite all the strings. And I have strings to different places, so if one comes loose or whatever. They've been up here for years. If you watch my video, you've seen all these wheels. And so let me finish this. I've been calling them Pierre Cardin. I think it's some kind of perfume, but it's really not a perfume. My wife gets tickled at me. I said, I'm going to drink a Pierre Cardin. I think it's a perfume. Anyway, it's non-alcoholic. It's pretty good, and hopefully it'll keep me from getting dehydrated too much, because even in this building, it's pretty dang hot. Let me finish this. I'll get started on that, and then I'll show you what it looks like, or as much as I can get done today. Hang in there, guys. Well, guys, I bet you'll be glad when I end this video, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to end the video. Save y'all any more misery. I took the leaf blower and blew out the garage while y'all weren't looking. Got me some bungee cords and I put extra string and bungee cords to make sure nothing would fall. And I think we're in good shape. I mean, but just look at the bed of this truck. I mean, this is the first time I've seen it pretty much empty in a long, long time. And real proud of it. I got me some twine here. put it in a knot, you have to, this is kind of a burglar thing, I think, because you have to know what kind of knot I use. Sailor's knot, one of those cowboy knots that I've seen them use on westerns, or, you know, could just be a regular knot you get in your shoe. Plus, I got another theft deterrent in here. Can you see him? Anyway, he's pretty realistic, so I got him in here. It's really just for a joke, guys. I think this is the wheel that came off this truck, but I can't be sure. I've had so many trucks and changed the wheels on them in the past. I don't remember who goes to what, but anyway, I think I'm going to call this video. I'm so glad to get this kind of emptied out. I got to put everything up now, but doesn't the bed look good on this old truck on left turn bill? My goodness. It's been a long time since I've seen it emptied, and looks rather well if I do say so myself. Got to sweep it out and stuff or whatever. Anyway, no big deal. But anyway, I thank you for watching the video of me doing my classic, if you can't go out wider, start going up tire deal here. And now I can see what I have and what I don't have. This, I was looking at this tire. I've had this probably 20 or 25 years. I got it at a yard sale. And I had this in the back of my 57 GMC truck, short bed truck, Mater. Boy, I miss that truck. Oh my goodness, I wish I'd never sold it. But I did, and I've regretted it. I miss old Dookie. Somebody mentioned in the comments the other day, and thanks a lot, because you got me thinking about old Dookie again, so I'm just being sarcastic. I do appreciate the comment. They were talking about Left Turn Bill, said that Left Turn Bill and old Dookie was their favorite. If you're new to the channel, go to YouTube, my channel, Primer is Best, and type in old Dookie. Man, was that a piece of crap truck? But I tell you what, that was a good truck. It was a long bed that had been cut down to a short bed, put a step side bed on it. It looked rough, but that was a good running old truck. The old 307 was wore out, but I wish I'd never sold that truck. I don't know what gets into me. I don't know. Anyway, I had that in the back of Mater, is my point. Mater was 6 lug, and that's 5 lug. So, I mean, I think it came off of an old Ford car from the 40s, I think. This tire and this wheel came off my 62 Impala Whitey back in the day when my grandmother and grandfather owned it. And I still have those 2 wheels. One of them I use for a spare in the trunk. I'm trying to remember what all I have. I've got 2 15-inch Corvette Rallies, 5 lug of course, and they're 15-inch, so they're 4 3/4. These are 14s. This one and this one are 14s, 4 3/4. I got a 6 lug wheel here. I'm trying to remember. I'm saying this in the video, so if I run across another truck that might be 6 lug, I've already got 1 wheel I know of. These came off my 57 Chevy truck, Charlie, and somebody had put a different rear end in it is why it was. That old truck looked like a clown truck when I got it, and that old truck turned out good. I loved that old truck. One of my good friends owns that truck now and gave it a good home, but I miss that truck. I don't know what gets into me, guys. It's like I wake up one day and I don't have a brain, but I really do miss that old truck. I'd like to. Anyway, that's another story. I get into too much. Anyway, some of these are 5-on-5, so if I need another spare, there's a truck rally. That's a 15x7, 15x8, 15x7. So I've only got, something's eating me alive. I think it's Skeeters. So I've got a set. I've got 1. Anyway, I'm not trying to make the video long, but thanks for watching, guys. You're watching Primer is Best. This is some of the shenanigans I get into. That's an extra Scion XB door, Xbox, what we call it, that my wife drives. That was the original door on it. I had to replace it because of something. Anyway, And it turned out again that I got one the same color. So anyway, I'm going to put all this stuff up. I appreciate y'all watching the video. Let me know if you're proud of me, because this this is about the extent of my brain work. So I'm kind of proud of myself, to be honest with you. Kind of proud. God bless y'all. Thanks for watching. And don't forget, I'm on Facebook, Primer This Best. Instagram, Primer This Best. I have a second YouTube channel called Man on a Budget. I'm on Instagram, Man on a Budget 1. Thanks for watching, guys, and it looks so much better in here. Let me know let me know what you think about these mats. To me, they're great. I mean, when you're on a fixed income, pouring concrete in an area like this is pretty much out of the question for me on our budget. I mean, we're very limited. You might be surprised on what my wife and I live on, but the Lord provides. He feeds the birds. He feeds us. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you'll tune in. Please like and subscribe and tell your family and friends. God bless y'all. Catch you in the next one. I'll see y'all later.